Do you know why your male partner sleeps better than you, even after you've had a child together? Are you puzzled as to how men can sleep so soundly while you, a mom, can clearly hear your child crying through the baby monitor? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then today is your lucky day. Because shit, it was about time I had answers to that.
We all know that when the baby cries at night, it's usually the mom that hears it. And maybe the dad will get up, change the baby. But it's the mother who is not able to sleep.
Hi, if you don't know who I am, my name is Luciana, and I've created this channel and my blog loquaciouslucy.com because I wanted to overshare my experiences, question stereotypes, and bring awareness to the realities of being a mom and a woman that most people don't like to talk about. But I do. No sugarcoating, with a hint of graphical content. Because sometimes you need to know the real deal, and I'm here for that. So if that sounds like the kind of content that you're interested in, then consider subscribing. And talking about subscribing, according to my analytics, 82% of my viewers are not subscribers. Like, what the fuck, people? Show me that you like this channel and that you care for the content that I create by subscribing. So go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button, because those help a lot. Thank you. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's get back to the purpose of this video, which is to help you understand why most mothers don't sleep well and the real reason most fathers do. Cue the intro. Look, I generally don't sleep well, and I'm pretty sure most moms are in the same boat, especially during the first few years of the motherhood journey, and that has serious consequences in the long term. Like, it can really fuck up your health. But that's not the point of today's video. I can now understand why I don't sleep well, and the real reason why my husband doesn't hear our son crying in the middle of the night. Like, since he was a month or so. We'll get geeky today, and I love it. Let's first talk about oxytocin. I watched a series called Babies on Netflix a while ago, and the first episode explained how women's brains change during pregnancy and after childbirth, and for how long those changes remain, if not permanent. And the information shared in the episode simply amazed me. I was like, whoa. In the first episode of the series, Dr. Ruth Feldman from the IDC Herzliya explained her studies surrounding the importance of the hormone oxytocin in bonding in mammals, and how it would be involved in the bonding experience of humans. In 2001, she started her first study on the subject, where she collected samples from 80 mothers throughout pregnancy and in the first month after they had given birth. What she found out is that the levels of oxytocin rise during pregnancy and remain high after childbirth. She also realized that when mother and child touch each other, the oxytocin levels go higher and make you want to engage with the baby even more, as you get this intense sense of reward when doing so. If you're curious about the studies I'm mentioning in this video, I'm gonna link them in the description box below. Okay, Luciana, that's great, but how is that related to the sleep part? I'm gonna get to that now. Wait. Now, what made Dr. Ruth's studies unique was that she didn't study only mothers. She wanted to understand what was happening with the fathers and how they bond with their children. So she also measured the oxytocin levels in fathers during the first month after childbirth. And the results were surprisingly identical to that of mothers. Now, how was that possible? Well, the research shows that the more you care for the baby, like really roll up your sleeves and feed the baby, change the diaper, wake up in the middle of the night, bathe the baby, the more you engage in a parental role, the more your oxytocin will activate, no matter the gender. This means that fatherhood can be as deep as motherhood. And I bet you didn't expect that, right? I know I wasn't. Because everyone was telling me that moms have a deeper bond with their babies, that nothing compares to a mother's love and blah blah blah. But now studies are showing that's not true. Both parents can equally bond and love their offspring on the same level. That's nice. Now that we talked about oxytocin levels in both mothers and fathers, let's get to some more revealing information that started an interesting debate between my husband and me. And for that, let's talk about the amygdala.
We found that the oxytocin surge at birth activates a very primitive structure, the amygdala.
It plays a vital role in human emotions, and that includes imminent danger and fear. A child in distress comes to mind when connecting an amygdala with moms. See where I'm going with this?
It makes us vigilant. It makes us worry about the infant.
The amygdala in a woman's brain gets activated after childbirth and remains open forever, like it never shuts off.
And once the mother's amygdala is open, it stays like this forever, no matter how old your child is.
And that's why mothers will always have this sense of worrying about their child's well-being. Because your amygdala, from the moment your child came out of your vagina, or C-section cut, will always be on. And that, my fellow viewer, translates into light sleeps, restless nights, always alert, overthinking, never really disconnecting or resting in real life. Forever, the research says. Yay! We all know the importance of good restful sleep for our overall health. If you don't, the article Sleep Deprivation and Deficiency from the National Institute of Health explain the consequences of poor sleep. Go check it out after you finish watching the video. I'll put the link in the description box below for you. However, the findings from the research presented in the series by Dr. Ruth that triggered the argument with my husband was this. Men also get their amygdala activated after childbirth. And just like women, they can keep it active if they choose to. Yep, you heard that right. It's a choice. Curious about how becoming a parent would affect men as well, Dr. Ruth performed a study in 2010 where she and her team analyzed brain scans from a group of parents constituted of no mothers. 48 gay couples who were in a committed relationship and had a child together through surrogacy and had the baby from the first day of life participated in the study. She then compared the data from the heterosexual couples, where the woman was usually considered the primary caregiver, with the male gay couples' data, and the results were mind-blowing.
When fathers are primary caregiver, they had amygdala activation just like mothers.
This proves that men are capable of developing this constantly activated awareness of always worrying about their child if they are, or consider themselves to be, a primary caregiver. You see? It's a choice. As Dr. Ruth said, pregnancy, childbirth, and nursing activates the maternal brain, but also is activated to the same extent by committed caregiving.
So it doesn't really matter whether you are the biological parent or a committed caregiving parent. It's a choice.
It's a motherfucking choice. This means that parents who adopt can also develop the same amygdala activation as biological mothers, because it's a choice. So that means that my husband sleeping like a rock next to me while our son is crying in his room is a choice. An unconscious choice. Or conscious, I don't know. You tell me, baby. He subconsciously knows that I'm always alert and that I can always hear the baby first. Well, the baby now, it's a toddler. Therefore, his brain can disconnect and relax, allowing him to sleep comfortably, knowing that I am the primary caregiver of our child. And so, he didn't have to keep his amygdala open after the first few weeks our son was born. So he just went ahead and shut it off. Lucky you.
When we look at Dad's brain, we saw quite a different story. It's about a quarter of what you see in mothers.
And that, ladies, is the real reason why your husband, partner, can sleep soundly through the night, while you suffer from broken sleep by waking up several times during the night because of your child. Any little noise your child makes, a cough, a leg hitting the crib, and you're awake, carefully analyzing the situation if it requires you to wake up and go check on your child. And this goes on and on every night. Well, not every night. Hopefully you get some nights that you can sleep through the night. But you know what I mean, right? Like as soon as any noise related to your child happens and you're like, okay, you're connected. So yeah, ladies, your partner can have the same, but apparently he subconsciously chooses not to. Which is not fair, mainly because it's a choice. They can choose to also be a primary caregiver, but I'm assuming most don't. I mean, if you have a husband or a partner who is a primary caregiver in his mind and he also wakes up together with you, amazing. Lucky you. Look, some women are okay with that, with being the sole primary caregiver. They're okay with each one having their own responsibilities when it comes to raising their children. Okay? But I'm not like that. I believe in equality in every category. This is a partnership, a 50-50 partnership on everything. And I know someone gonna argue that like he or she, like one of the partners is working full-time outside to bring the income, and because you're the one staying at home taking care of the children, then you take this on yourself. Right? They see this as if it's fair. But even if you are a stay-at-home mom, taking care of your kids is a full-time job. And if you ask me, it's a much harder job than going to the office. 100%. Working outside is vacation in comparison to staying at home with the kids. A stay-at-home mom would probably need to sleep better than the partner who goes out to work in order to have the strength and the right mind to stay all day long with the kids. So I think that the working parent, the one that goes outside, is the one that should be waking up in the night. So the stay-at-home mom can sleep, right? Alright, I get it. The person who works outside also needs to be rested in order to fully perform and maintain the job to bring the income. Like, I get that. That's important too. But my point is, if both parents shared the load of having broken sleep, it would be a little bit easier on everyone. The stay-at-home mom would feel better because now she has the support of her partner and can get more sleep. And the partner would feel like it's helping her and therefore benefiting the whole family unit. Like, teaching better values of equal parental care, supporting your spouse, things like that. All the good stuff we would like our kids to see at home. Plus, we all know that a happy mom means a happier life for everyone. Alright, now to finish the video, how can you get a better night's sleep? Unfortunately, I think that getting a better night's sleep can only happen if you're not with your child. Like, going on a vacation, letting your kids go on sleepovers when they're old enough, you got the point. Not having your kid in the same area as you when you're trying to sleep. Because if you are physically in the same home as your child, your mind is always going to be on. You're not going to disconnect. Another option would be to trust that your partner will choose to listen to your child and wake up if needed. However, even if your partner chooses to open his amygdala and be alert like you will still be listening to what's happening, to what he's doing or not doing. Like, oh my God, can't he understand that he just wants to change a diaper? Like you're always gonna be listening and judging what he's doing. So the only solution I see is don't be in the same house. That's when you can sleep better. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new today. And now you can understand why your partner sleeps so well while you don't. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video. If you like this kind of content that I make here on my channel, please hit the like button. It really helps a lot, with the algorithm and everything. And it gives me feedback, if my video is doing well. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below about this. I found it very interesting and I hope you did too. And that's it. I have a melting dog on my lap, so I'm gonna go. Bye. Just say hi. You wanna say hi? Not really. Just want a nap. He just want a nap. I know this lipstick smells good, huh? I know.